Joining me right now is Florida Congressman Greg Steube. He is a member of the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman, it's good to see you again this morning. Thanks very much for being here. So what do you think makes it in this bill and what doesn't? Obviously, the Democrats are trying to put everything but the kitchen sink in this reconciliation package. Will they be successful?
Well, I just want to remind your viewers that this bill's already passed the House, and there was only one Democrat that voted against it. So these Democrats who claim to be moderates, this is the most expansive bill that gives illegal immigrants legal status. Every illegal immigrant that's currently in our country. The parliamentarian already twice in the Senate has said you can't include that in a budget reconciliation package, but that hasn't stopped the Democrats. And even the squad and your far left progressives and socialists have said, well, let's just ignore the parliamentarian senators and just move forward with the bill. So I certainly hope that the self-proclaimed moderates in the Senate, like Joe Manchin and Sinema, actually are going to have their heads around them with this reconciliation package and not allow a bill that will give legal status to every single illegal immigrant that currently present in our country, upwards of 11 million of them, status in a reconciliation package that's only supposed to be budgetary in nature.
Well, we wouldn't be here if not for the Republicans who voted for the infrastructure package, right? I mean, you had 19 senators and 13 House members go with the Democrats, opening the door to this discussion on reconciliation.
Yeah, and the thought process by some of them, I listened to their reasoning was, well, it'll make it harder for the moderates to vote for the reconciliation package if we give them the infrastructure package. Well, all they wanted was the infrastructure package. That's what Pelosi was holding over the heads of the moderates was, if you vote for the infrastructure package, then we need your vote on reconciliation. So the thought process there blows my mind. And the fact that we have Republicans who now have given Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden a win is just absolutely unfathomable. Right. I hear it in my district, back in my district. I hear it everywhere I go. And it's not what we should be doing. We should be sticking together and defending what America truly feels on. And this package, reconciliation, giving legal status to millions of illegal immigrants, is not where America is today.
Well, I mean, every policy out of this administration has been a failure. It looks like the only people Joe Biden can beat are Republicans. Look at what he's doing now with regard to energy. Biden is tapping 50 million barrels of oil from the strategic reserve in an attempt to impact prices at the pump because prices are up 50% year over year. The reserves were built up thanks to former President Trump last year, by the way, because President Trump in 2020 saw oil prices at $31 a barrel and said, oh, let me buy oil at this price, fill up the reserves so we have it just in case we're in a bear market or in a spot. And here we are in that spot. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm, she can't even answer basic questions about this and about how much the country consumes of oil in the United States. This is mind-boggling. Watch this, Congressman.
How many barrels of oil does the U.S. consume per day?
I don't have that number in front of me.
She's the energy secretary. She doesn't know that 18 million barrels of oil are consumed every day and has been consumed every day in the U.S. last year, Congressman. Isn't this the most fundamental thing you should know if you're energy secretary? How much oil we consume?
One of the most basic pieces of information that you think that the energy secretary would know, which shows you that she absolutely doesn't care. And this is a strategic failure by the Biden administration. They're the ones that shut down domestic production of oil. They're the ones that have shut down our own pipelines. And now they're begging OPEC to open up production and increase production to lower the gas prices that we're experiencing here in the United States, all because of the decisions that they've made. And now a temporary Band-Aid of 50 million barrels of oil, that's only 3 days worth of gas to America. 3 days. That's only a temporary fix for what we're experiencing here. You're going to continue to see inflation. You're going to continue to see skyrocketing prices of oil and gas. And it is all because of the decisions this administration has made.
What's going on in Florida, real quick, Congressman? I mean, look, Joe Biden is still pushing this vaccine mandate, even though a judge told him it's unconstitutional. In Florida, you've got the lowest numbers in terms of COVID right now, right?
You have the lowest numbers in terms of COVID. We haven't been shut down for over a year. Our kids are in school. We have freedom here in Florida, and they just recently had a legislative session where they pushed back on these federal vaccine mandates so that businesses and healthcare facilities and those types of things like Disney World here in the state of Florida aren't forcing their employees to be vaccinated in order to work. And that's why people every day are flocking to the state of Florida, not only because of the great weather and the great climate and no personal income taxes, but it's because we are allowing businesses to operate the way they should operate. We're not mandating on businesses what they should do. The state isn't shut down. Our kids are in school, and COVID numbers are a showing of that.
Well, maybe that's why Nancy Pelosi wants to move there, Congressman. What are your thoughts on this report that I'm seeing that Nancy Pelosi purchased a $25 million home in Florida? Is she preparing for her retirement in Florida where there's no state income taxes? And she's obviously going all woke in her state of California.
Well, clearly she even knows that they're going to lose the House next fall. So I hope she is planning on retiring soon, because that'd be a great thing for the American people.
All right. Congressman, it's good to see you this morning. Thank you so much. We'll keep following all of that. Congressman Greg Steube, thank you, sir. We'll be right back.